howdy. Yeah, so I'm Becca Schlegel. I'm a professor in PBSI, which is Psychological and Brain Sciences. I'm also currently the Associate Head of Undergraduate Studies. So we have 3 degrees. We have the BA and the BS in Psych. And then we have our brand new Behavioral and Cognitive Neuroscience degree that started a few weeks ago. Like it is brand new. We previously had an interdisciplinary neuroscience degree called NRSC-BCNS. So if you were thinking they already had a neuroscience degree, that's true. But it's essentially rebranded. It's basically the same degree with a few tweaks to make it a little more student friendly. We also have a psych minor for majors outside of the department. We don't let neuroscience students minor in that. And then we have certificates for our psychology majors. We have 4 of those, applied behavioral health, healthy development, psychology of diversity, and work and organizations. I would say the blessing and the curse of a psychology degree is that it is incredibly flexible. There are so many things you can do with a psychology degree, which is awesome, but is also often scary for students, kind of like sociology. Many people don't go on to become psychologists, right? They go on to do lots of different kinds of things. And actually, much like sociology, I would say the marketable skills they are getting are often in the research methods, data analysis space, but also critical thinking and just thinking about people generally, which is actually quite similar to sociology. A lot of our students do go into kind of clinical counseling fields. I would guess maybe half go into kind of mental health type spaces, but then half go into lots of different things, often still in healthcare, but also in industrial organizational psychology, education, speech language therapy, public health, occupational therapy. Lots of students go to graduate professional school. We really can't be a psychologist without going to grad school. So we also recommend students think they have to get a PhD to become a psychologist, but actually we encourage our students to go to master's programs because there's lots of different ways to get into mental health through LPC and master's programs and stuff like that. What am I forgetting? Let's talk about our high impact and experiential learning opportunities. So we have our Psych Club is very active. I think they meet every single Monday and pull in lots of different speakers. Again, just trying to give people ideas about what the heck they want to do because, again, the degree is so flexible. There's not just one path. We're also very proud of our Next Steps program. So one of our beloved professors, Dr. Pam Edens, runs this co-curricular program where she holds office hours, Zoom sessions that are just open. And then like several times a semester, what can I do with a psych degree? How do I get into mental health? What if I don't want to go into mental health? And so that's been a really almost like a in-house psychology specific career center. Not all the same things, but just kind of with some expertise about that. Our students are very active in research. We have a very active 491 program with about 300 students a semester. We have more demand than we can meet actually in our labs of students trying to get experience in research. We also have a teaching scholars program for students who are doing well in the degree, then they can work with another professor in our department, Dr. Rachel Smallman, to learn how to teach and support the class. And then they work with instructors to help support the class. Like I teach statistics, and so my teaching scholars hold extra Zoom review sessions, they hold extra tutoring, and so it's a great experience for the students in the class, but also the students who are serving as teaching scholars, getting a little bit more experience in psychology. We also have peer mentors outside of the Hullabaloo U course that support our kind of, not 107 Intro to Psych, but Intro to the Major course, Psych 105. We have a lot of students do internships, very similar to what Tim was mentioning, police department, law and medical offices, sports organizations, Boys and Girls Club, etc., and several regular study abroads to Germany, Italy, and brand new Iceland. Okay.
Thank you, Dr.
Yes.
Slagle. There is a lot going on in PBSI
Yes.
and a lot of students, I hear very positive things. So we have about 2 minutes if there are any questions for Dr. Slagle about the many programs. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Tyra. I'm an advisor for sociology, no competition. But I do come across a lot of students, especially when it comes to our NSCs who want psych and didn't get in.
Yeah.
Are y'all gonna be expanding? Are y'all getting a whole new building, hiring new faculty? Because they want
Wayne, thoughts about that? We need more faculty. Yes, you might have heard our student to faculty ratio is a little wild right now. We are hiring. We would love a new building. We would love your help in campaigning for a new building. I do think, psychology and sociology are different. I mean, they can get to a lot of the same career goals through sociology, and maybe with a psych minor could help, but we would love to grow so that we could accommodate. There are a lot of students trying to get into psychology. You might have noticed we're in a mental health crisis in the country, so we have lots of students trying to get into the mental health field, and we would love to support them more. But we are currently drowning in students. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Sarah Borden. I am an academic advisor with the Department of English. I will sometimes get students in a similar boat that they wanted psychology.
Yeah.
Y'all are the hottest girl on campus. They do sometimes find that they're happy with the major that they're in and still want to pursue additional psychology after they graduate. Can non-psych undergrads be competitive for grad school level programs?
Yeah, I mean, I personally have taken students from philosophy, from sociology, and so I say yes. Of course, I don't want to speak for my neuroscience colleagues, where I would guess maybe like a biology degree might be marketable. We're a very broad department, so there's different ways to get there. But I think kind of like the psych degree itself, probably the magic is figuring out how to market the skills you got from whatever degree you got. I mean, I think that's the beauty of, like a liberal arts degree is you're getting lots of generalizable skills. So I would recommend hopefully they could still pursue a psych minor, maybe, right, to help them create that marketable and then work with the faculty in their home major to think about how can I market the skills that I'm getting to this other thing. Yes.
Thank you, Dr. Schlegel.